Hello, one and all. I'm Bradford Becker. Welcome to Red Barn Radio as we continue on in our 23rd year of broadcasting, presenting roots music, Southern style, with episode number 895. Predicated on authenticity and a genreless approach, our guests this week seamlessly traverse across a multi-genre musical landscape. The foursome not only pulls inspiration from their fellow Eastern Kentuckians, whom are credited with birthing the country and bluegrass scenes, but they're also well-versed in the gritty Southern rock sounds we always love here on Red Barn Radio. We welcome Dalton Kiser and the Downwind.
I could be, but if I didn't have you hold me down, well, I know where I'd be.
Good evening and welcome to Red Barn Radio. Wherever in the world you're listening, welcome to Roots Music Southern Style. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn Radio's official radio partner, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Listen online at weku.org. Red Barn Radio is supported by Visit Lex, Lexington, Kentucky's Convention and Visitors Bureau. More information on what Lexington has to offer is at visitlex.com. LexArts, Lexington, Kentucky's premier cultural development, advocacy, and fundraising organization, working for the development of a strong and vibrant arts community as a means of enhancing the quality of life in Central Kentucky. Follow Red Barn Radio on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Here's the host of Red Barn Radio to tell us more about tonight's performers.
Woohoo! Well, we got ourselves a night here. We got cold beer in the house. We got Zach and Nick back on the floor with us. We've missed you guys. And we've got Dalton Kiser and the Downwind here. Dalton and the Downwind truly march to their own drum. They've got great clubhouse chemistry and a collective commitment to reckless authenticity, which I would say makes a fine recipe for success. The Downwind is John Osborne on guitar, Tristan Stewart on bass, Ryan Witt on drums, and commandeering this troupe, Mr. Dalton Kiser. Dalton Kiser and the Downwind.
This tune right here is called Hard Times. I've always tried to find something to say before this song, and what I found, the best thing I always say is, I forgot what I said. It's called Hard Times. That was all part of the script. It don't matter what I say, what I do. It's a long road up ahead that I dread every mile. Well, I tell you, it's getting hard. This next tune I actually do have a story for. I was actually driving down the road in this old beat-up work truck, and I was wondering if I was going to make it to the job or not, or make it home. And I was just sitting there, and I was like, well, this needs to be a song. So I stopped and pulled over and pulled out the pen and paper and wrote this tune in about 5 minutes. But it's a cool tune, so it's a true story. I was in an old Chevy here. Scared to break down. Truck just stand where spinner it ball loves. Clutch gets stuck and it won't shift. So I'm rolling down mountains I guarantee. Not drive by on people laugh, but it ain't no joke. Cause I'm hauling ass. Black smoke rolls cause I'm using off-road diesel fuel from the Sunoco. Lord, let her fly. Cause if I get food, I'm going to jail tonight. Stay up the road, no more drinking or smoking dope. I promise I'll be a better man if you get me to the promised land. Luckily, the mudball tires spun so much that I could see the wires. Now I finally got and I hit the road. I laid black marks and hit a Roscoe. Finally got home, pulled in the drive. She was overheating, but I made it out. Say I'll never do that again, but I lied through my teeth and can't have a grin. Let her fly, cause if I get fooled, I'm going to jail tonight. Just give me how I stay up the road, no more drinking or smoking dope. I promise I'll be a better man if you get me to the promised land. Well, man, from my mark 163, and I can see the lights, metal BP. I was grabbing gears and driving both feet. Alabama cassette tape on repeat. Well, away, this ain't a safe affair. I can feel the spirit of daily here. Had one left before I hit the straight, but I hit the ditch before the brakes. Oh, let her fly. 'Cause if I get fooled, I'm going to jail tonight. Just give me how I step the road. No more drinking or smoking dope. I promise I'll be a better man. Get you still in the promised land. Yes, sir. I didn't bring a sweat out of you. Thank you, brother. This next two, you got a capo? My capo's in that. Play Red Skies. This tune, I got one in that guitar case. This next tune here is, it's from the old saying, red at night, sailor's delight, red in the morning, sailors take warning. It's called Red Skies. forsaken. For you wasting my time. Wherever you come from, hope you make it back in time to see at sunset. And I hope it's red. 'Cause even though you done, man, I hope the water's calm ahead. It's been red night. Sailors to lie with you, honey. Nothing but the best. It's gonna be red in the morning. Sailors tank on and cut. Red skies on ahead. It's gonna be on this poor old ship, standing at the bow, waiting on the waves. Overtake me now. Dynamite, just wish you could say I loved you one more time before I wash away. It's been red night. Sailors to lie with you, honey. Nothing but the best. It's gonna be red in the morning. Sailors take on and cut. Red skies on ahead. It's gonna be honey, can you hear my calls? Like a lighthouse glowing, breaking through the fog. Can you guide me home? Into your arms. Well, it's getting too late. Well, it's about to break dawn. It's been red night. Sailors to lie with you, honey. Nothing but the best. It's gonna be red in the morning. Sailors tank on and cut. Red skies on ahead. It's gonna be red. It's gonna be red. It's gonna be red. It's gonna be red. I keep losing my little earpieces. I got big ears, nothing will fit in them. This next tune right here, it's called Silhouette. Well, I don't want to tell the exact story. I don't want to mention any names, but I kind of wrote this when I was in a bad way at one point in time in my life over a person. It's called Silhouette. I'm counting on good watch it burn and pocket that lighter, 'cause we both know now be down back in. See, I'm still there again.
All right. Well, if you're just joining us, our guest this evening on Red Barn Radio is Dalton Kiser and the Downwind. Dalton, good to have you here finally.
Thank
We've
y'all
been
for
working
having
on
us.
it, haven't we?
Yeah, we've had a few tries at it. We finally got it.
Well, it's really great to have you here. And you're here from Olive Hill, Kentucky is sort of what you consider your home base.
Yeah,
Is
Olive
that-
Hill, Carter County.
Okay, gotcha. What's it
Middle of
mean?
nowhere.
What's it mean for you to be from the same town that Tom T. Hall comes from?
Well, it means a lot, really. I didn't really know who Tom T. Hall was growing up until I got older, and I was like, wow, this guy was incredible songwriter and a part of, a generation of songwriters and country musicians that were just amazing, and he was, to me, one of the tops of that. And it's kind of funny, the older I got, they'd talk about Tom and just, stuff, and my nanny, my great-grandmother, actually knew Tom, was kind of friends with him. She run the local diner, and so she had a lot of run-ins with Tom back in the, I guess, probably the 70s.
Yeah, he strikes me as the guy who probably enjoyed a diner.
Yeah, he enjoyed the diner and
The scene, the whole social scene of
the
it.
social. He
and
enjoyed the social
stories he-
scene, from what I've been told.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrific. And tell us about your upbringing and what was your family doing in that town?
Well, my dad used to work away from home, and when I was probably 10 or 11, he come back and started like a telecommunications business. So we climbed a lot of telephone poles and stuff. Growing up, I was always flagging traffic or working or something. But I've had a great family, and they're all supportive. And my sister's right over there. She's my manager. I couldn't ask for a better family or support system. They support me all the way through. But it was a lot of fishing, hunting, and playing ball, pretty much. Just
Yeah.
kind of the Appalachian stuff.
When you say ball and Appalachian, I don't want to say baseball. I want to say football. You're talking.
Well, actually,
Or basketball.
I played everything but football
Ah.
at one point in time.
Well, guy, your height. Have you always been tall? Like
no, I actually was like 5'5" until I was probably 16, 17,
what?
and then I just grew. But that's the only thing I ever prayed for.
Huh?
The only thing I ever asked God, I was like, please just make me tall, because I want to play basketball. And now I regret it. I wish I would have got something else, money or something.
Careful what you pray for.
Yeah,
That's right.
be careful. You'll be tall.
And what was your school like? Your high school? Did you go through high school in Olive Hill?
Yeah, I went to West Carter, the Comets. It was fun. I didn't really play music until way later on. 2019 is when I started kind of learning guitar. So high school was just, kind of running around, getting into stuff I probably shouldn't have. And
Sure.
Playing some sports and going to the lake, jumping off cliffs and riding four-wheelers and hunting and fishing. Well, there wasn't much about school in that, was it?
Yeah. That's
I
all right.
wasn't too bad of a student.
Well, the best schools are the ones that give you the freedom to explore your whole self.
Yeah, they did. Skipping class.
Well-roundedness.
Whether they let you or not.
And so at your school, can you trace back anybody at your school, teachers, who had a big impact on you, where you might say, that was one teacher who helped me to understand that I was accountable, or that it took discipline to accomplish the things I wanted to accomplish in my life?
I'm trying to think.
Uh-oh.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
High school. I mean, I definitely had a few really fun teachers and stuff. Mr. Brown was really cool. He was our history teacher, and he was a really good guy. And he was a little bit lenient, but he was always, he was lenient, but he would always make us, want to strive for better and do good. And Miss Burton, I like Miss Burton a lot. She was my math teacher. She really helped me out, but also kind of pushed me to do better, because I never was great at math. but I tried my best.
Yeah. Well, some of our best teachers are adults, sort of trusted adults that we meet after school, right?
It really is, yeah.
And that we learn from in the workplace. I mean, I think about right here, the people I've learned from right here in this room. There's so many ways to learn, right, and ways to teach.
Yeah, I think it's. I love listening to older people. I don't know. I've always been like that. Anybody older than me, I don't care how old. I just would love to sit down and just listen to them, because there's so much wisdom and knowledge you can learn. I mean, like my grandparents or just people I've worked with, and it's just a wealth of knowledge that when you're young, real young, you're like, oh, whatever. They don't know anything. But as you get older, you're like, I wish I'd have listened more. So I really try to take everything in I can, especially now, because, when those older people are gone, then you're going to have to be the one with wisdom. If you didn't listen, you probably won't have it much.
Anybody in particular who schooled you in this field and in not only in playing but also in songwriting?
I've always kind of just liked to write. I always wrote a little bit, just poetry and writing in general, and I just kind of picked up the guitar so I could write a song. John's helped me a lot. My buddy Trevor helped me, but I kind of just wrote down a bunch of chords on a piece of paper and went to going just so I could write a tune. And the songwriting, I don't really ever sit down and think of something to write. I just let it come to me. I don't force it. If I'm in a mood, I'll just sit down and pick it up, and normally something will just come out of it.
You tend to write tunes that are sort of thematic, or tunes that are grounded in a particular story or particular person that you're thinking of when you're writing it?
It seems like I'll start writing a tune and not really know where it's going, and then as the tune progresses, I'll realize, okay, this tune needs to be about this or that. But I don't ever really have a set idea or anything. But I'll write like a bluegrass tune, then a country tune, then a rock tune. It's never anything close, or folk. So I'm just kind of all over the place, which I think's the best. To not have a set thing you're trying to do, just do whatever comes to you and feels good and makes you happy. Ultimately, that's what I want to do.
Yeah. I had a fun time listening to your music this week, and one thing that happened, the algorithm took me for a ride on Spotify. It took me to all different kinds of places, but after I did 3 of your tunes, and then all of a sudden I'm listening to some music I haven't heard for a long time, and it's the Outlaws.
The Outlaws.
It's the Outlaws. And as you're playing here right now, I'm going, no wonder that algorithm picked up on that. Yeah. And I got some Skinnerd, of course, but I got some Outlaws. I got some Marshall Tucker.
We was listening to that on the way, me and my sister.
Nice. And then I got Foghat.
Wow, what
yeah,
a group.
Man. It was great.
That's pretty good stuff from Spotify right there.
Yeah, it was very nice. Tell us about how you sort of landed where you are musically.
Well, I just had a bunch of songs, and me and John kind of went to school together and knew each other a little bit. And we'd always talk, and we never could get together. And I was like, so you play, lead guitar, rhythm guitar, what do you play? And he'd always just be modest. He'd be like, oh, I just play a little bit. Well,
noodle around a little
finally,
bit.
We'd go over there, and I'm like, can you play Freebird? And he's playing Freebird and playing the piano and the bass and the drums and all kinds of instruments. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me this? So that kind of started it all. And then he's like, I know a real good bass player, but he lives in Arizona. And then Tristan the next week calls John. He's like, hey, I moved back home.
Oh, come on. So you were the guy who was out in Arizona, Tristan. All right. That's fun.
And then Ryan, he just kind of come along in the end.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We've been playing for about 2 years. Me and John played a lot of acoustic stuff early on. Had a lot of fun, but...
Yeah, well, when I was thinking about, where you landed musically, I was wondering, you talk about sort of genreless, and when I hear your music, I hear sort of Southern rock.
Well, I think me and John, our favorites are like Skinner and the Allman Brothers, Tom Petty, the Eagles. I love Southern rock. That's probably my favorite, but I just don't think there's a whole lot like it nowadays, so I think it's cool that we kind of have that similar sound and pay homage to them, but also do our own thing. If I could pick someone to be like, it'd be the Eagles, probably.
Huh.
The Eagles are probably, I think, the best band ever. But I think we all love the 70s. Like, so we're very, like, highly influenced, like, old school music.
So do you think in terms of, if you were to look, 5 years ahead, do you imagine yourself trying to do more things with 3-part harmony? You guys do a nice duet.
I would love to. We're trying to get Tristan in on it. He's trying. He's got that real deep set voice.
Oh.
Be like a little Eagles action. But yeah, I love the harmonies. That's like my favorite. Just hearing the Eagles harmonies and Crosby and Stills Nash.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff is just great.
You comfortable harmonizing on a melody?
We've been working on it a little bit. We've been doing some Seven Bridges Road.
Oh,
I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure it out, but we're getting there.
Yeah? Well, good.
It's just hard for me to get out of the actual my voice into taking, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's tough, but I'm going to do it.
Good place to practice that's in the car.
Yeah, just trying to sing along.
Yeah. Yeah, just play some of that Eagles stuff and try out the different harmonies.
That's what I need to do.
You'll do it.
We'll take it to the limit or something. I don't know if I can go that high. Might have to hit the low end.
Get the Randy Meisner part there.
Yeah.
Be tough. Hey, folks, our Dalton Kiser and the Downwind is with us here on Red Barn Radio tonight. We're glad to have them with us, and the music is just beginning. Let's get them back to some music. Dalton Kiser and the Downwind.
Thank you. This song's called Tobacco Needs the Rain. Me and John's been playing it for a long time. I wrote it probably one of the first songs I ever wrote. It's a little bit of a love song, a little bit of Appalachian love song tune. Your advice goes in one ear and out the other. Not sure if we're on speaking terms or not. We took turns of speeding, we were leaving this place. Never got as far as we thought. 'Cause if thoughts were facts, well, I'd be too far gone. Then you'd be waiting patiently on me to get back home. If this closed diamonds, I reckon these used to be LA. Damn sure like the money, but the tobacco needs the rain. Well, I'm casting stones at a wishing well, quick to blame but slow to tell the truth. Not sure if I should blame me or blame you. And I've learned the less you talk, the more you speak. Your words don't mean a thing unless your actions are behind them. And if my thoughts were facts, well, I'd be too far gone. And you'd be waiting patiently on me to get back home. If this cold's diamonds, I reckon these lips would be LA. Damn sure like the money, but the tobacco needs rain. Needs no rain from them thunder clouds. Let the lightning light the way for us, so bodies won't break down. And it's land, something most of y'all ain't saying. Pray for Appalachia and pray the back is green. Thank y'all very much. I'm good. Oh, larger buds.
Yeah, may as well give them a go.
Okay, we'll try a little larger bud. ever get these off me. Thank you, sir. The wide mouth. I got big ears, but I don't listen well, I've been told, so I guess it don't correlate. I'm just going to put it right here. I've been trying to get better with in-ears and stuff. Well, I appreciate it. Ooh, I think that's better. I think so. Sorry about that little commercial break. This next tune right here is call it One for the Road. I was working on the road. I've actually worked a lot on the road, and I was down in southern Mississippi, and I met an old gal, and we didn't hit it up. We hit it off well, but didn't end too great. Call it One for the Road. I made to Mississippi with nothing but my name. They pouch your every man and a heart full of shame. I left bluegrass behind me, faster than it sang. Go to below honey's and southern wine. But I seen a sign on the road said honky-tonk, hey, that looks like a great place to rest my leg. But I swung the doors wide open, whole place packed, and I seen you standing there, sharper than packed. Say, darling, won't you give me that? We both know it don't matter. I'm just a gentleman. She said, alright, one for love. Well, I walk out some Jackson, no memory at all. Sleeping in a bedroom with a girl I couldn't recall. Last for her name, she couldn't believe I'm so bold. She gave me a slap and said that was for road. Say, darling, won't you give me that? You both know it don't matter. I'm just a gentleman. She said, alright, one for road. Give up Mr. Johnny Ringo. Oh, that's rough cat, Mr. Downwind. Hey, darling, won't you give me that? We both know it don't matter. I'm just a gentleman. She said, alright, one for road. Thank y'all very much. That one's a pretty fun tune. This next song here, it's called Blue. We're actually about to release it here in a little bit. It's just getting finished up. It's getting mastered right now. But it's kind of a song about the sadness and depression and kind of not understanding it in time before you ruin something. Tell me, do you still care? My soul unaware, I'm gone out to lose. Toss and turn and spin, I'm seeing all red while you're seeing blue. Your canvas with no paint, clouds without rain, but your colors bleed through. If I could turn back time, I'll get a brush, paint over your blue. Maybe I ain't got no medication, but you know I got all the time for you. Together we can paint a clear picture. Together we can get through the blue. Tell me, do you still care? I'm so unaware, I'm gone out to lose. Toss it, turn and spin, I'm seeing all red while you're seeing blue. While you're seeing blue, yeah, seeing blue. Tell me, do you still care? I'm so unaware, I'm gone out to lose.
All right. Hey, before we continue on with more music from Dalton Kiser and the Downwind, permit me to take this brief moment to remind listeners that Red Barn live streams, both tonight's and on any given Wednesday, remain online, available for you to view at your convenience, along with live audio streams, compliments of WGAD.net in Central New York. Don't miss a single episode of our program. Be sure to tell your friends and share what it is that you like about Red Barn Radio. Next week, our guest is Kara Cole. This Indianapolis-based artist grew up with a grandpa who would have at his own home country music and bluegrass hootenannies on the weekends. Her uncle, who was a master guitarist, helped instill in her at a young age her love and admiration of music. Kara, we learn, not only grew up with bluegrass in her household, but also a measure of it in her family blood. Her grandpa's surname on her mom's side was what? Stanley. Yeah, that's right. In fact, Kara happens to be a distant cousin of the late, great Ralph Stanley. Kara Cole's story is one of not only struggle and suffering, but also transformation and redemption, which makes for a thoughtful and emotional song set. Kara is going to be here with her band, and I know you'll enjoy our time together. Join us next week for an evening of music and conversation with Kara Cole, live streamed on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. Now welcome back Dalton Kiser and the Downwind.
Thank y'all very much. Up next, the infamous baddest cat on the guitar and the vocals, east of Jackson, Mississippi, the fastest hand in the West, Mr. Johnny Ringo.
Well, I used to love to look for a fight. I'd get drunk and shoot out the light. I was known to get out of hand, a rough and rowdy honky-tonk man. Never thought it would happen to me, but it's hard living, ain't easy as it used to be. Well, I looked a lot, but I never found a woman that could settle me down. I was known to have a good time. Oh, I could never walk the line. Never thought it would happen to me, but it's hard living, ain't easy as it used to be. Never thought it would happen to me,
Jonathan Osborne, Brenninger's very own. This next song here is it's called Fast. It's about how I wish I could have got out of a relationship I was in faster. Never met a damn woman had so many problems. I did everything I could, tried to solve them down, always to blame. Still searching for answers of all cancer, that's too much. Wondering if she left because she's done or just out of pure meanness. Honey, I deserve to know. So just let me ask a few questions and I'll be on my way. Why you gone fast? You wanna go slow? Why do you ask? You don't wanna know. 'Cause there's things in this life that just bring us so boring tears. Bring me your glass, I pour it slow. Is it how blue like I'm very home? And so not looking for someone who knows what they want. Stay up front, I'll be out back beside myself. She copes with the dope that she always stays smoking. I sit here with a beer bottle and a red half broken. I'll be damned if it ain't my last one. Well, she says I'm naive, but she'll be asking herself when I leave. Why you going fast? You won't go slow. Why do you ask? You don't wanna know. 'Cause there's things in this life that just bring us so boring tears. Bring me your glass, now pour it slow. Is it how full I already know? And you're not looking for someone who knows what they want. Stay up front, I'll be out back beside Thank y'all very much. Well, this next tune here is called Sarah Lou. It's the second song we ever released. If y'all enjoying the music, please look us up, Dalton Kiser and the Downwind. We're on all the streaming stuff and social media. This is about a girl with a bad drinking problem, and it's like a relationship or something you know you don't need to be in, but you can't get away from it. It just keeps pulling you back, just that unhealthy, toxic thing. That's Sarah Lou.
Big old long black Cadillac just cruising down the road.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if we might talk, Dalton, a little bit more about something we sort of touched on talking out in the parking lot about, which was sort of the task of pulling together a band to do music, especially original music, and what are the challenges of that? What have you learned about what it means to create a musical endeavor with a group of people that remains fun, gratifying, satisfying, artistically challenging for everybody?
Well, actually, I think we all got I got really lucky with everybody here. I know that. It pretty much fell into my lap. I'm very lucky and very blessed that these guys, we all play together and stuff, because I know we've been right from the beginning, no changes really, and it's just been great. But yeah, I mean, we all get along good and don't really fight and argue. We've had a few of us that took a little leaves and stuff, and you feel it so much, especially on the original stuff, when you don't have the person that was there when you curated it all together. And it's tough. I mean, you feel it doesn't matter if it's me, John, Tristan, or Ryan. I mean, it really hurts. And they're all just amazing musicians. I mean, I consider them all the best at their art in all of Kentucky. I mean, I don't say that lightly, but I mean, that's just me. For what I want to do, like, I guess I just got to thank the Lord pretty much that he just said, here you go. Here's these guys that are awesome.
Yeah, well, nice. John, you're over there on guitar. John, nice job on your tune.
Thank you, sir.
Nice voice, great playing. You have a big role in this band.
Yeah, I pull some weight. Honestly, it's a lot on your shoulders, but we all team up. We really try our best to, pull each other out of, when we get down, we get a little low. We pick each other up and we're like, hey, dust you off, get back out there, And we've done that a few times, but it's been a challenge, but it's rewarding at the same time, to keep going.
Yeah. So, John, is Dalton being super humble to say that he just lucked out, that this just fell in his lap, or what is it about Dalton's leadership in this project here that you think has made it gratifying for you?
I've played with a lot of musicians over the years and been playing for most of my life. And, when I first started with Dalton, I didn't really think that we'd be where we are today, as a group. But I loved his songs and I loved the originality of everything. So I was like, I'm going to give it a try. And from the very get-go, he's been super honest about everything, and he's one of the only musicians I've played with that's been that way towards me, So that's why I told him a while back, I got your back no matter what, and
Well, so how does that honesty play out? You mean he's direct with you and saying this is what I'd really like out of this song, or direct with you and not maybe not being afraid to have difficult conversations when they're needed, or tell us what you mean by that honesty.
Honestly, both. There's been several times where he's been like, this is what we got to do. Y'all might not like it so much, but this is what we have to do to get where we need to be. So there are some difficult conversations, but at the end of the day, he's really, super nice about trying to get it across the board to everybody, kind of make everybody realize that, hey, we're all in this for the end goal. It might be tough right now, but we're going to get to where we want to go.
Yeah. Well, Dalton, I was asking you earlier if you write about stories, or if you tend to write thematically. Not that they're mutually exclusive, but I'm seeing a number of different themes sort of roll out in your songs. I'm seeing the theme of sort of toxicity that can develop, right? Not only in relationships, right? But
yeah, that's a trend. Seems to be.
Well, So what are the kinds of we know what kind of toxic things can happen in relationships. We've all had that experience, and we've all been maybe part of that toxicity in a relationship in one way or another. What are some things that can happen in a band, you think, that can become obstacles for a band moving forward and progressing and growing as a musical entity?
Well, there's a lot of obstacles, as you probably well know.
I mean, there's obviously substances. You know, you can have a
Right, yeah.
situation where somebody becomes dependent on substances, where someone's ego is too large. What are some other things, some demons that musicians can battle with? Do you think that can get in the way?
We've been blessed not to, none of us are on drugs or anything. Everybody's at every show. I mean, there's never anything like that. But, really, we have never had much obstacles. But sometimes, Tristan wants to play with somebody, John wants to play with somebody, I want to play with somebody different. And then you're trying to book shows. That's really been the worst
Yeah.
obstacle of all, just trying to connect everybody together and get, okay, we're pretty much just going to play with each other. But, all of us, we don't have a whole lot of obstacles that we could face. We're very lucky that nobody's on drugs or too bad alcohol, and we all get along. But, there's just so much stuff that you could face that I'm sure down the line probably we'll all face. But I'm just lucky. These guys have been playing their whole life, so I've just been doing this for 2 years, so I'm really...
Just 2 years.
I'm a newbie in
Yeah.
all this.
Does each of you have other work that you do in addition to music? Yeah, can you talk about? Hey, Tristan, can you mind stepping up to the mic for a minute? Tell us about you. What was it that land? Child, I love it.
I'm 6'1". That's what's crazy about this.
What is it that drew you out to Arizona?
That's it. I really just wanted to see the other side of the country. I was adventurous I'd say as a youth. It was like 4 years ago. It wasn't that long ago. But I really just wanted to see a different part of the world. I'd always dreamed about, the childlike dream of like wanting to leave home and see another part of the world or whatever took over.
Was Olive Hill your base too?
No, I'm from Ashland.
Oh, from
Kentucky.
Ashland. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Keep going though.
Oh no, you're good. But yeah, no, I'm glad I did it. I was out there for about a year. I saw the Grand Canyon and I went to Vegas and all the good stuff out west. Took Route 66 out there. Like, it's a good time. I lived there for about a year, and it just wasn't for me, really. Like, I didn't want to stay. Nothing about this huge city. I lived in a pretty rough area in Phoenix. Ended up, going a little bit broke, too. That didn't hurt.
Yeah, right. Was this a journey you took on your own?
No, it was with a girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, gotcha. But you just you'd saved up some money and said, let's do this. I think that's great that you did that.
Yeah. And
You
no,
might-
I'm super thankful I did it. It was very cool. I got to see a lot of cool stuff, have a lot of very good experiences.
Huh.
Glad I came back home, too,
That's a nice axe you have there. Is that a reverend?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You notice I have the Reverend shirt on. Yeah, right.
I
Yeah,
saw
right.
that.
Yeah, right. That's a beautiful. They make some fine tools.
Yeah, I went in for, when I bought this thing, it was like 6 or 7 years ago now. It's been a minute, but I went in looking for an Ibanez bass. That's what I had made up my mind, that I was going to get. And I walked in, and they had tons of Ibanezes, the shop that I was at, and then like 2 Reverends hanging on the wall. I was like, oh, I'll play them before I leave. I didn't put it down as soon as I picked it up. I was like, oh, this is the one.
I mean, it's a thing of beauty. It's just a beautiful color and great shape. Love it. I like their aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about when you started playing bass, and is your training all sort of in this musical idiom, or have you learned other styles as well?
Yeah, so I started playing bass when I was 16. I take piano lessons as a kid. That's about the only other musical background I had. Mm-hmm. And around 17, 18, right when I was graduating high school, I said, I want to do this. I went to college for it. I'm a graduate of MSU, Morehead State University.
Okay, yeah.
A commercial music major, traditional music minor. So I've studied about, you name a genre, I've probably played it at some point, especially jazz. I studied under Glenn Ginn and Ryan McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
2 of the finest players in Kentucky.
Yeah. Morehead people all over here.
Oh, yeah. I recognized Annabelle when I walked in.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
We played in some traditional music ensembles together.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
All right. So you probably know Lucy too that way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I played a handful of gigs with Lucy before.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And so, what else do you do other than music? Do you teach some, or?
I teach a little bit. I work a day job, I work at Starbucks. Got to make money.
Yeah, you got to make money. And what about the major you chose? Are are you able to use that in other aspects of sort of the music biz and?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, training comes in, the training I got comes in every time I pick up an instrument, and even like the business side of things, planning gigs and whatnot, running sound, just everything involved in music. I learned quite a bit of whatever I didn't pick up in college. I picked up just gigging on the road, But
Sure.
yeah, I definitely every time I pick up a bass, I use like what I learned there.
Nice. You're a great player.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really enjoy your playing a lot.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Good. Thanks for talking to me.
Yeah.
Hey, I wonder, Dalton, if you might talk a little bit more about some of what you do outside of music. I know you do some interesting work. You sort of alluded to it earlier, right? Getting up on telephone poles
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, talk about your job, your other job.
Well, I don't climb a whole lot of telephone poles anymore. I'm kind of sort of the boss.
Oh.
Just a little bit of the boss.
Well,
but,
a boss of what?
we have a little contracting outfit.
You and your dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our family, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've always climbed telephone poles and run lines and set poles and whatnot, and pretty much done that my whole life. My whole family's always done it, so I was kind of just born into it. I was a little kid out on the job, hanging out with the family, so I didn't really have another option. I love it, but this is the end goal. But it's always there for me,
Yeah. Do you imagine continuing the family business onward in future years, along with playing music?
Yeah, I'm going to keep it going until we're doing so well that we can be like, well, we can't do it because we're traveling so much, or we're making enough money to live a good, comfortable life doing this. So yeah, it's challenging and difficult, but I love doing it, and I love getting to know people and just doing physical labor. Really, there's nothing like going out and digging a hole or climbing a pole all day long and going home. You kind of feel like you've accomplished something. It's kind of like writing a song, but at the end of it, you're like, I did it. Like, it's such a good feeling. I compare it to a hard day's work.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Dalton, it's been great to have you here on the program, and we're not done with you
Had a
yet.
blast.
You got more. There's a lot more to go. And wish you well, and we'll be watching for these releases of music you have come. Right now, you have a lot of singles.
Yeah.
Do we have plans for sort of a release of an entire project?
Yeah, we got one more single, and then we're working on an album, trying to get it going.
Yeah, and is that a matter of finances, or is it a matter of sort of putting together some of those last songs that you want to cap it off with?
We've got quite a bit of songs, probably enough for an album that we all know, but we're just also busy, and it's, trying to find the right fit in terms of studio or producer, so we're just kind of taking our time but hurrying up.
Yeah.
We need to hurry up, but, you got to just go as it comes.
Yeah, what's the kind of producer situation you're after? Then maybe your future producer may be listening.
We would like to have pretty much all creative freedom, but just, we want somebody that's going to tell us, like, this sucks, but we kind of want to be able to do it how we want to do it. I know a producer hates to hear that. But we honestly thought about, or I've thought about trying to, kind of do my own recording stuff.
Do you feel capable of doing that?
No. No, I can mix a little bit, but it's the recording part of it. Like, all of y'all's amazing setup here. It's so difficult. But between all of us, we could probably make it sound half decent.
I bet you guys could. You've got a lot of experience here in the group, and I should think these days you'd be able to do something like that.
Yeah, I think there's just so many people. Like, I think Zach Bryan, he recorded all of his own last album, and he's huge. So today with the electronics and the sophistication that we have with technology, it's not that much of a difference as it used to be back in the 70s or 80s. It's very possible now to make something happen that sounds pretty good still.
Yeah, right. So you got that piece of putting the technical stuff together, but then back to the conversation we were having earlier about having that person who can be direct with you,
Yeah.
who can keep you on a schedule, right? Give you that push when you need the push, because friends getting together to do something important sometimes can backfire, right? Nobody
Yeah,
wants-
you got to be hard on each other, just like a band or work or family. You got to. I mean, if you care about somebody and you want something to succeed, you need to be hard on. You need to be like, hey, you need to play this again. You need to sing this again.
Yeah.
You need to. This needs to be perfect. And I'm a perfectionist. I think most of us are, and I'm just kind of a little crazy when it comes to it. I'm like, I want every single note to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So that gets expensive, though.
Well, but it seems to me that the work that you do, I mean, you live in a working field where precision and details matter. You know, when it comes to like your family's contracting business,
Oh yeah, I
you
mean,
don't want to screw up there.
no, it's a matter of safety and a matter of livelihood for you and everybody else that's working with you. I think you do something wrong and you can get somebody, severely injured real quick, or you do something wrong, you get fired, and you might never get another job or contract again. So I think it's really important to do everything the right way. And my grandpa always told me, like, to be a good boss or leader, you need to go out and show people you can do it, and do it as good as them or better, and then they'll respect you. Because nobody's going to respect you if you're just sitting in the truck.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, let's get back to some more music with Dalton Kiser and the Downwind.
Here's your Skinner.
They call me free. I keep going down the road. Well, now they call me free. I keep going down the road. I ain't hiding from nobody. And I don't care if they know. Ain't no change in the weather. Ain't no change in me. Ain't no change in the weather. Ain't no change in me. Yeah. I ain't hiding from nobody. Nobody's hiding from me. West West. Johnny. Can't stay at Red Barn long. Well, now I dig you, John's picture. Makes me feel right down home, yeah. Well, now I dig you, John's picture. Makes me feel right down home, yeah. I don't love me no more, so I can't stay here long.
y'all very much. Oh, Leonard Skinner. Best band ever, in my humble opinion. This tune right here is, it's called Greyhound. It's kind of one of those tunes where you're down and you're kind of just driving in your car thinking about where you are in life and just thinking, what am I even doing? Should I just leave? Just get on a bus and take off. And that's kind of where I was when I wrote this. Well, I've been listening, telling the truth, because honestly I can't stand to lie no more next to you. Lord, I think I'm going try to run away. Between the whiskey and my woman, I think I'll just come lost yesterday. Lord, I got problems, can't be solved. Guess I'll just catch a greyhound, have her take me on. Yes, I've been taught right from wrong, but it don't matter how hard I try, I just can't catch on. Lord, I think I'm going to try to run away. Between the whiskey and my woman, I think I'll just come lost yesterday. Lord, I got problems, can't be solved. Guess I'll just catch a greyhound, have her take me on. Take me on down that line. Well, whiskey tastes like water and a bottle don't run dry. Excuse my blood and the pain I cause, 'cause I've been running on fumes since I've been running on you. Thank y'all very much. That song always makes me sad. Well, this next tune, it's called High Gear. I don't even remember when I wrote this song. It's been a long, long time ago. But it's about Olive Hill, where me and John's from. Tristan's right down the road, and Ryan, he's Eastern Kentucky or close enough. But I think everybody can resonate with this in the Appalachian region of the United States, or even a lot of places in the small town. So this is about Olive Hill, Kentucky. I may have forgotten the words.
People told me there's no place like home. I would have told you heaven dead wrong, but I traveled the world. Now I see clear. Couple of stoplights in the old truck stop, rock crush curve and six rock, yes sir. That's the spot. Roll them windows down. There ain't much left in my hometown. Was the creek left behind? Dope's done too. Feeling mighty fine. Rolling down 62 and 75. Stuck in ninth gear wherever I go. I've been through Texas, even Ohio, Rocky Mountains, and down on the bayou, Detroit, Michigan, all the way to New York. But the sky is blue as I've ever seen. So is the grass, listen to the strings of that old banjo and that mandolin goes. Roll them windows down. There ain't much left in my hometown. But the creek left behind, Dope's done too. Feeling mighty fine. Rolling down 62 and 75. Stuck in high gear wherever I go. Wherever I go, it's on hole in the wall to be my home. Wherever I go, writings on the wall. Roll them windows down. Ain't much left in my hometown. What the creek left behind, Dope's done too. Feeling mighty fine. Rolling down 62 and 75. Stuck in high gear wherever I go.
Thank you all very much.
Wow, there are many people to thank for this broadcast. First, Dalton Kiser and the Downwind, our guest on this program. We want to thank all of you for listening to our webcast, watching us on social media, and those listening to us on our growing network of Red Barn stations and media worldwide. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn's premier radio partner. Central and Eastern Kentucky's radio news leader. You can listen online at weku.org. It's your chance to hear more great live music from Red Barn Radio and WEKU, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Those of you here in the Central Kentucky area, be sure to check out Red Barn TV. It's our weekly program of music, now on ABC 36 WTVQ. Red Barn Radio comes to you from our home, the Arts Place Performance Hall, here in the downtown location of Arts Place Performance Hall in Lexington, Kentucky. Our website has updates and further information on our guests and our future programs. We're on the web at redbarnradio.com. Before we close out the program, let's bring back Dalton Kiser and the Downwind for one more tune.
Thank y'all, everybody, for listening. Thank you, Red Barn, for having us. This has been a dream of ours for a long time. This is our first song we ever released. It's called Behind Me. If you've enjoyed the music, please go check it out. Dalton Kiser and the Downwind. Time keeps slipping away. I can see my fate like sand in an hourglass. It's no right reason why I'm this high on a Tuesday afternoon. Getting by seems like all I have. Getting ahead, that's behind me. Behind me, if you ever love something more than you come and find me when you realize it wasn't even that damn good. Skipping town, searching for something that can't be found, and I'm bound to make it right. Get behind me if you ever love something more than you should. Come and find me when you realize it wasn't even that damn good. Get behind me if you ever love something more than you should. Come find me
I could see my fate like sand in hourglass.
All right, Dalton Kiser and the Downwind.
Thank you all very much. Thank you for having us.
Well, that went pretty quick, but that's all for our show for this week, folks. Remember, you can see and hear Red Barn Radio worldwide as we stream live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. It's always great to hear from all of you who listen to Red Barn Radio's archive performances on your favorite streaming platforms. Tell us about it. Speaking of you listeners, please, before, during, or after you enjoy Red Barn Radio, take just a moment to engage with us, your comments, your sharing, and certainly your choice to subscribe to our newsletter, to our website. It will keep us growing and continuing our mission to bring roots music, Southern style, to your neck of the woods and beyond. And now we bid you good night. Let's stick together, let's appreciate each other, and let's join up again for another great evening of music and conversation on Red Barn Radio. You game? I'm Bradford Becker. See you next time.